Can you hear me now? What? Look at us. Woohoo! I don't know. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in. Holy cow, stop the press. I can't guarantee my signal though. Okay. So here we go. Let's just pretend. Let's start over. Welcome to Bellatini Art Studio. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hi, Lori. Hi, baby. Hi, Michelle. Is that all that's here? I think there might be one more person, but I'm not sure. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Well, we are gonna try to wrap up. I am literally wrapping up a band-aid on my thumb because my thumb hurts. I thought this would be a fun print to do. What do you think in the future? You think this would be fun? I think it'd be fun. I'm tempted to try this skin color, but I really don't like how they shade it out here. So this might be something I do gesso because yes, that is where the darker lines would go. Like if you were wearing makeup and stuff like that, but that's too dramatic. Maybe we'll see. Anyway, thought processes on it. What was it? You heard my voice all of a sudden. Oh crap, mom spoke. Remember when we were younger and our mom would say something, we were like, oh my God, it would be so scary. You're gonna be proud of me. I got what's what IV already. Okay, right. Michelle, I want to start off with saying I'm sorry I missed your live today and yesterday. I'm sorry I've been sleeping so much, and it seems to be something I'm apologizing to people all the time for. Because everyone else exists during the day except myself and maybe Lori. I don't know. Lori, do you ever feel like that? I'll be right back. I don't think there's enough liquid IV in the world for that. Jeez. Holy. Look at my number right there. 137, just because I went and got up and got my animal. Oh, it should be like right around like 85. Just need a minute, babe. Guys. I almost said babe because I'm so used to telling Sarah that. We. Thank you for those thumbs up. Thank you for your patience. Let's get started. Excuse me. Sorry I tortured Amy with water the other day. She had said she was looking for some sort of, prompt when I was absent. So I just gave out the water prompt. You could do whatever you want. You could use water, you could make water, you could whatever you wanted. Um perhaps not enough direction, I don't know. Um but I find water to be really difficult for me to imagine seeing through, even though excuse me, I know that's not how we actually color things, is the way we see things. And I think that's something to remember, is that we're not in order to achieve like realism, you're not really coloring for the real thing. You're coloring in color blocks and blocks of color. Do you see what I said I was doing the buildings? It's nice. I want to look at that for sure. Did you send me something? Yeah, they gave me my diagnosis and they're going to start me on medication, but it's a matter of just going and getting. I've been on this medication before and I really had a hard time sleeping on it. But at this point, I'm having a hard time sleeping, period. So at least my heart rate should be better. The only way to really like combat my heart rate right now is by like taking in massive amounts of sodium. So yeah. It's in chat watercolor. Now, I'm confused, Michelle. I'm so confused. Somebody gotta set me straight right now. Please set me straight. Remy, Remy. He's just flat out mad at me. It's like, are you serious? You put me in it again? Oh, with a whole bowl of food and everything. I'm such a sour mom. Jeez, Remy. I was working on some PDF last night. We were working on this one last night. Trying to figure out. This is all acrylic gouache. I just did the light layer and kind of tapped my brush and let it run down the page and stuff to see what happens, and started working on this. I don't know where it's going to go. Last night, I found some old coloring pages I had colored, and I wanted to put them up on the wall. So I was doing that while Sarah was sleeping, and I literally was like, whoa, I'm about to pass out. So I checked my tachycardia, and I was literally at 165, just standing up and putting tacks in the wall. That's crazy. Where do I go see this page? Where is this page? Is it on Instagram? Page, please. So let's tell me how you're doing. Sarah's had an eventful day. Oh, Michelle. Your page is pretty. I love your greens and pinks. Wow, look at you go. I really like these greens. I like the vintage look it has. Like vintagey feel. Like 19 I expect this to be like a 1950s hotel. Does this seem like that would be artwork in a 1950s hotel? I think so. That's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Way to go, Michelle. Kicking butt on the coloring. Look how good everyone's doing on Kirby. Kirby is just letting us rock, huh? Kirby lets us know, like, okay, there, you got this. Do it. Thanks, Kirby. Thank you, Kirby. I feel like I'm telling Mr. Rogers thank you or something, you know? Tell me, how are you? Can we gather around and talk about how we're doing? Today is what day? Saturday? It's Saturday, the 22nd of March already. I really wish I would have based this down here for sure. For sure. Because it's a lot of work for not a lot of payout, you know? Don't you know? I say you know a lot. Sorry. Hmm. Apparently, I just got to keep my heart rate below 200. 200 is where they will like change my diagnosis. So as long as my heart can stay strong enough to it goes all the time, I won't be a. So let's just make my heart stay strong. Give it love, guys. I'm sorry, I'm being a wackadoodle today. Ba-dum, ba-dum. You were telling me that my congestive heart failure is slowly progressing. I have something called dysautonomia. So, dysautonomia can make your heart weird, your organs weird, your body weird. It can make it stop. It can do all kinds of things. I already have kidney failure, so I have one functioning kidney and it has 3/4 of its function so far. And we don't know how or why it happened, but it happened when I was 4 and I had a very serious massive reconstructive surgery when I was younger. And puberty was hard because puberty changed the way my body works. um, but I'm really sure, like, until I dive harder into it, like, I still have to see my cardiologist to make sure. But right now, my neurologist is managing this because this is a neuro issue. It's not an actual heart issue. Like, a cardiologist could recommend medications for me, but the neurologist that I go to, she has, I guess, experience with it, so she's not really recommending me to a cardiologist yet. because she understands it's a brain problem. It's not really my heart. My heart's fine as long as my heart can keep up, which there's nothing really wrong with my heart. And that's what the monitor was for, is just to make sure that I don't also have a bigger heart condition than just dysautonomia. But being, having POTS is what I have. I have dysautonomia with POTS. And POTS is, it does this specifically. It specifically rises your heart rate anytime you move. And it's the difference between having POTS and not having POTS is when you go from resting to standing. As an adult, your heart rate will raise 30 points. And you feel syncope, you feel like all these different things. And it changes like your bowels. There's a whole list of things that it does to you. You're just a walking mess with it. It's what you are. It's just that simple. It's okay, Robin. Thank you, though. It's been a lot to deal with because I just, we assumed that this is what I've had for a while, but like getting the actual diagnosis changes things for myself, like, okay, I guess I am. I'm already disabled with my eye issues first and foremost, but now I'm like double disabled. And I know that happens, right? Once you get one thing, like it just kind of starts dominoing. But I am still learning to live with it. I'm still in the beginning processes of learning to live with it. So figuring out how to deal with like sleep and fatigue is a very serious factor in it. Because can you imagine, every time I stand up, it's like I ran a mile. I think your heart rate should be like that if you took off running and you were running down the street, not just standing up, Go in and go get the other dog soon because he's out there making this dog bark. Anyway, enough about that. Are you guys having a good day? Did you get to see grandkids today? Robin? I love it. What was so good about it? Can you tell me your hi? I want to hear your hi, Michelle. Baby. Is today number 2 or number 3 of work schedule, Sarah? If she's here. She's had a doozy today. Her job has been stressful today. Hang on a second. I'm going to go get the other big dog. Day 3. Thank goodness. What'd you cook? How did I miss that? Yeah, what will you make? We're all coming over. Do you all want to come over to Robin's? Let's have a coloring party at Robin's with food. I'm down. Let's go. You ever pick up a pencil and you forget what color you're going with and you start on something else? You're like, that is not what I should be coloring with. Ay, ay, ay. Me, oh, me. I'll be happy to get done with this water. I actually really don't like it. I don't like doing it. It's not fun. Something like this will make me like dip out on a picture fast. Ooh, and Texas toast. For dinner, I cooked American chop suey using onions, peppers, garlic, and celery. And then I used vodka sauce, diced tomatoes, and tomato paste, and used macaroni shells for pasta. Oh my. Hello, Nessa. How are you and how is hubby? I'm eating your dinner now. Cereal, just cereal. Sometimes that is like, that's all you need is cereal. It's so crazy. I really love cereal. We don't keep cereal in the house because Sarah and I are cereal monsters. I gotta get my comments on my phone so that I can see what's happening because that is way too far for me. But now I can actually see what you guys are saying. I can actually communicate with them a bit. Sounds so yummy. I bet your family was so thankful. I know anytime Sarah cooks for me, it makes me feel like a queen, you know, like it's a huge love language for me when people cook for me. How are you, Amy? How's Amy tonight? How did the birthday go? How's Charlie? How's Mike? How's Tony? Nessa, what was your husband's name? I apologize. He makes you enough food for 3. Oh, what a nice guy. Thanks for letting not make having him starve you. That's great. Warren, how was Warren doing today? You're probably exhausted. A whole day of caring. Being a caregiver is a lot of work. When Mason was little, I always had him Friday nights and all the way until Saturday until his dad came to get him. And I loved our time together, like every single second of it. But boy, howdy, the moment his dad hit that door, I was like, oh, I can breathe now. Because I was just on the every single second. And there was no relaxing. And often I would just collapse after he would leave and just go to sleep. Oh no. Oh, you're pissed off now. Yeah, those moments happen, don't they, guys? Amy, I'm sorry. Are you able to lay down or sit up? Like, is there anything that's going to make it feel better? What happened to your message, Michelle? Did somebody moderate you? How many of you are Jane Davenport fans? Amy, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I hate when I do that. I do that all the time, especially to you, Michelle. I'll be like in the middle of a message, or I'll be in the middle of like this long thought out message to you, and then my phone will go off or something happens and then it disappears. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I have to put all that thought, love, and like back into this next message, and it's never just the same. Man. Oh, another retracted message. Yeah, whew, your back going out is not the jam. That is a lot of. Do you have anything for pain? Oh, when I was after my accident, I used a lot of CBD oil. That really helps. I don't know if Charlie can do that or get that for you or not, but it's nice to have on hand because if you hurt anything, you rub that CBD on. It's like an instant Tylenol to the spot. I need to find like a sand color. Thinking Polly, because Polly normally has a pretty good wheat sand range color kind of thing. One of these days, I'm going to get the camera so that I have multiple cameras so that when I'm picking out my colors, maybe you guys can watch that too. Because to me, that's so fun. Like, I wish you guys were with me when I was picking out colors. Oh, look at that. I'm using a Chroma Flow. Anyone know anything about people who hoard food and overeat and are territorial with food? Because I don't know how to deal with it. I took a shower letting the water hit. That helps for sure, Amy. Maybe take a bath with Epsom salt if you can get in there. But even if you take some Epsom salt and you like create like a paste with it and just like kind of have him like go over it maybe. Is it too tender even to touch it? Ugh, all the things, all the questions. Sarah always says that. All the questions. I think I have too many follow-up questions. So I'm working on trying to give this illusion that these are sand castles, but underwater, and I might be failing. What happens when those conversations of like with Nessa, with your husband, and Lori with your mom, like what do those fights look like? Like how do those conversations go? They seem to think I never feed them. Problem is my dad and husband do this with food. It's driving me crazy. They say, "Oh, aren't you going to feed me?" I know you are too busy, they say mockingly. Oh, wow. Nessa, it sounds like you need some respite. You need some respite. Um, do you normally take care of your husband full time? Is this just your dad that is you're in your full time care? I don't mean just, but is he the one that is full time, and is your husband just out on a knee issue, or is he you're permanently in care of him? Oh, wow. That's a lot of pressure. Yeah. This is really common when family members take care of family members because the person that needs the food is angry that they're in that situation even asking you. And because they love you, they lash out really hard and it hurts. Oh, Hun, you know what? Do either your dad or your mom, I don't know how it works in Canada, and I don't know how it works with adults, but when Mason was younger, it was so difficult to take care of him that I got what's called respite. I couldn't, it's a like a government program, and I couldn't use it for work at all. So I couldn't use it for babysitting for work or any way I was going to go make money. So I would use it for like if I was going to go have a movie with a friend, or even if I just needed to go grocery shopping, somebody would come in and sit with them while I could go out there and be who I needed to be for that many hours. And I really, really wish that for you, because that was the difference between me. Like, ooh, dark times, my friend, very dark times. Wow. Like having children. Wow. Aw. Hey, at least you got your whole bowl of cereal to yourself. I mean, that doesn't make it better, and I hate it, I guess, when people tell me that stuff too, but shoot, eat your damn pizza and let me have my damn bowl. Gosh. You feel like that? Yeah, Nessa, I'm sorry you're dealing with that. And I'm sorry, Amy, and I'm sorry, Lori. Ooh, are we in Renegade? Where are we? What is going on in these stars? Uh, that's stressful for you, Nessa. I'm sorry. Sorry I'm being so loud. Anyone know the Kim Crane song, I Want to Run Away? Maybe. I don't know names of songs. I'm so bad at that. Like people who sing them. It could be my favorite song in the world, and I still won't know what the heck or who sings it. Actually, sorry. The light is changing outside, so I can't see as well, so I have to reshift my lighting. Yeah. What would you do in Europe? What would Europe look like for you? Nessa, I relate in a different way. I relate in a fully different way. Still being the caregiver and all the things, but um, you got to find something for yourself, doll. That's my biggest piece of advice. Yeah, I understand that. Sounds like you just need some alone time. Sure is hard to get to this age where we have to be responsible, huh? Yeah, big tight hugs. Such a rough world. I don't need a thank you or praise, but don't be mean. It's annoying that I do all this for them and they still make me out as a villain. Hmm. It's so hard for me to not just want to like think of ideas to make it better for you, Nessa. Like I instantly want to think of like, how did I get through those times and what did I do? I did a lot of baking at that time. Like I baked all the time. Like I would stay up till 3, 4 in the morning. But I was also had a baking business, and so I was doing the same thing, working, and I actually worked a full-time job also. And it was literally human torture every day. And I didn't think I was ever going to make it out of that hell. I didn't. I just changed the way I look at things, the way I do things. I'm coloring. Lori, what do you got? Oh my. Were you, Robin? What were you thinking about? I want to hear. Can I hear about that? Oh my God. I was sitting in my office on the phone with my brother, and I was across from my coloring books. And I'm thinking, I just need to pick up the book and pick up a set of pencils and get going. Well, I feel like I went through that. Maybe even Sarah could probably contest to that a bit because I was really, really, it's such a negative connotation because of everything we've been through in this coloring community. Currently, we just have a few more hurdles to jump, but I'm just trying to push through that right now. That mental block, because they say as artists that if you just do anything, you don't have to create masterpieces every time. But just if you do anything, it helps that energy continue to flow through that channel. It is peaceful. It's so peaceful and it's so healing. And I know there's all these other outlets. And I do, like, I really get a lot of peace from doing ceramics. I really do. And a different type of peace, though. Not the same as coloring. Coloring has feels some sort of void for me as a young child. It gives me back the time that was taken from me as a child for sure. That's my truth in coloring. My life wasn't structured with having play groups and friends and such. So to me, like having you guys color with me is like nothing but like a gift. And I know it sounds really weird and um, too sentimental or something, or too emotional, or whatever. People that don't like to be in touch with stuff like that, I fully get it. But some of us have been through different things, and some of us have to deal with things differently and attach to things differently than others because of that. And so the old faithful coloring has always been here for me since I was about 3 years old. And it's not just a now thing. This has been my whole life coloring, and it means something to me. It's not about being the best. It's about how it feels when you do it. It feels so incredible. It's like weird. It's a weird, satisfying sensation. Thank you. Thank you, Nessa. I spent the first half of my life like that, Michelle. So very much relate to you. I very much relate to you. I wonder where Keely is tonight. Hopefully she's enjoying her family. Who else are we missing tonight? Ivy hasn't stopped in yet. Alley Cat. I'm quite thankful for the things I went through in life. I mean, fortunately, some of it's still a reality. Most of it's still a reality, to be honest with you. And I think that's the thing that I mostly realized is that, like, the problems don't really go away, they just change. So we got to get used to the fact that things like that are going to keep happening. And it sounds really crazy, but it's not a used to in a way of, oh, yeah, it's good. No, it's not that. It's just the fact that I say this all the time. You can't have too much too good and too much bad. There's a scale of, we always say things come in threes. Well, how many good things just came in three before the bad things just came in three? Like, you have to have a scale. And we tend to hold on to negative. We don't hold on to the positive. We don't go, dang, that was such a good time. Even though it was hard. We don't do that. I'm trying to. It's so hard to do it. Right? Right. But coloring is a therapy. It's a physical therapy, it is a mental therapy. Art is therapy. I guarantee you, if you just pick it up and you try it, you may not even get the same satisfaction as you once did. But that's just like when you remember when you first started dating your husbands and how, ooh, felt so good. You were like, I'm in love. And then like years later, you're like, I love you, but it doesn't feel the same. You're not like, it comes and goes, but you can't be forever in love with something where you won't function. Like it's a human thing. It's a human process. We fall in love with things, but we cannot do it forever because the human will literally use it like a drug. So we have to, you know, the high has to come down at some point. And I realized that getting into coloring again, I was like, dang, it just doesn't feel like it used to. Well, it's not supposed to, Jess. Like, what the heck are you talking about? Nothing ever stays the same. Like, what are you thinking? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it does. And boy, oh boy, was I wrong. It does not stay the same. It will not stay the same. It will grow. It will change. It could even multiply. And then just in that midst, when you're like, ugh, I always re-find myself every single time. And the hardest part is to trust exactly what I'm saying right now for myself and my own life. Do I know it's truth? Sure. Is it something that I'm great at? No. I have talent. What do you think I have talent in, Nessa? I mean, I appreciate that. Very much so. But what do you think I have talent in? Thank you. Do you know what I call that, Nessa? I don't call it talent. I have a million reasons why I don't call that talent. Y'all color beautiful too. This is not talent. It isn't talent that I have. Well, yes, Lori, I have skill, but it took me discipline to get that skill to have a talent. So anything you want to be good at, learn the discipline. Because I guarantee you, I showed you my first. Where's that book? I'm gonna bring it out. You guys, this is your fault. I show you now. I don't know where my book is. Lucky you. But recently I showed you guys what my very first coloring book was, and I showed you what I thought coloring was. My very first things, how I thought shading was. Like, are you kidding me? I look back at that and I'm like, wow, that is dumb. What were you thinking? You had no business, woman, buying these beautiful books and all these beautiful professional, literally. I mean, look. I've got a poly in my hand. I've got a Prisma in my hand. I've got a ChromaFlow, and I got a dang Derwent. I got some of the best products out there for what we do. And it took me discipline to respect these things, to learn about them. There are people in this coloring community that will tell you I drive them crazy because I know a lot about the products I'm using, because you can't just do one thing and expect to understand it without understanding everything. And I want to be great at coloring. It's my mission, it's my thing. Nobody else has to care about it. I am still at step one every single day because I have to constantly rebuild my level. I'm not here, honestly, for people to tell me, oh, you're so good at that. I'm here because I love to color with people. I do not care what ends up on my paper. My discipline and my passion got me better today where I am, where I was on January of 2019. Sure, I took 3 years off of coloring. Did I take 3 years off of art? No, I didn't. But I didn't pick up a pencil. I didn't pick up anything like that. What you sorry about? What are you sorry about, Nessa? One, I want to say, like, I appreciate the compliments. Like, everybody needs to feel good about what they do, right? But I am just all I'm saying to you is when people say you have a talent, it reminds me of how much discipline I put into it. And if I can do that, anybody can do it because I literally had no clue how. I can't even stay in the lines. I can't. I can't even today. I can't stay in the lines. And so when someone says that you have talent, I'm like, what does talent mean? Talent to me means like drawing perfect lines. The first picture I colored when I went back to coloring. Well, hmm, I think Sarah would have to help me out with that one because I don't remember. I remember doing my first picture with Angela from True Hue. We did a buddy color, but I didn't. I don't know. Did I do something else? I don't know. Yes, exactly, Nessa. Talent is all of that. And so when someone says you have talent, we often think about those things as they were born with that, you know? When I went back to coloring, I forgot even how to use the pencils. It was very, very weird. Struggled again. It was like almost like I went all the way back to, 2019, and I was like, what am I doing? It was so overwhelming. So, Robin, I get it. When you stare at them, you're like, the discipline you've put into it already. And Robin, you're talented, as they say. You are disciplined in it. You taken the time. Yeah, that's exactly how I think about it, Lori. When someone says you have a talent, it's like they were like 2 years old and started tap dancing. You know what I mean? Like they didn't go through anything to learn it. They just picked it up and boom, they got it. It was a talent. And I'm not saying anything wrong, Nessa, about your words that you chose. I'm just letting you know how my brain breaks down things, like how I see things, when someone says you have done this, I'm like, whoa, like I have massive, massive, massive imposter syndrome. It is insanity. My wife has to deal with this with me, and she will tell you it's not an easy thing to walk with me with because no matter how good I am at something, one of the best qualities I have is dealing with people, actually. um, but yeah, I think Sarah probably relates to you, Robin, wholeheartedly because Sarah has 9 million crafts that she loves to do, and she's so good at all of it. And it's for one big reason. She's very disciplined in process. She's very, very disciplined in process. She doesn't jump all over and, oh, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that. Da, da, da. She has to like stop, start, and stop. That is the benefit to her is because she can look at it and go, whoa, I'm doing that too much to the point where she'll she'll freeze and she won't even move. Like she won't do anything. She'll sit and stare at it literally. And both of us are completely different in all those processes and trying to, respect how we do things like that with and for each other. Sometimes I have to literally push her off the ledge to make her do anything. Like pick up something and put it in front of her face. You know what I mean? Like, no, just touch this. Just touch it. It's not going to burn you, and sometimes she has to be like, nope, turn to page 22 and get your stuff out. And she'll like, kind of force feed me in a way. And I need that sometimes because I have like a flight, fight, or freezing. I'll freeze. I'll just sit there and stare at it. What the hell? So I hope that you had good thoughts, Robin, when you were looking at your coloring books and were able to remember good times, good pictures. If you picked up your coloring book right now, Robin, what would be your favorite picture you've ever colored? Yeah, that's exactly what Sarah does. That's exactly what Sarah does. And I feel like horrible for her sometimes because it's literally just her guilt of ADHD. And I'm like, you don't have to have guilt. Just do whatever feels good today and we'll pick up the mess and we'll figure it out. Michelle gave me the project of hell. I'm thankful for it though. I will do it. I promise you I'll do it. It is paralyzing. It's one of Sarah's biggest nemesis in life is exactly what we're talking about. And it stunts growth and all these things. And shoot, we all deal with it, I think, but in different ways, maybe. Is that fair to say, or do you think that that's too much judgment for me? And then Sarah gets upset because of what her job is, and she should be able to react the same way as she does at work in her life. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. All the things. And I'm really happy that you brought that up, Robin, because there's people like Sarah that need to know that what they're doing is not that they're not the only one that feels like a weirdo in life, or is dealing with this or whatever the emotion is at that moment. Like that's one thing that I would really wish for her is to understand like she's not the only one doing this. Like we all do it in different ways. So then let me ask this. And if it's too personal, it's perfectly fine. But were you raised in an environment where it was extremely regimented, Robin? Maybe not extreme, but quite regimented? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then so that's a very common characteristic of coming out of that type of family environment where it was such a strict, a stringent, you were always told what to do, when to do it, how to do it. You knew when to show up, not to show up. Your parents were on you, do it right. This is how you do it. And there was no room for wondering what to do. For Sarah, it was go here, go there, go here, go there with like sports and stuff like that. So now she's like, if she doesn't have like an actual direction of what to do, it's like she doesn't remember she's a human. Yeah, it's really hard, isn't it, Lori? Abusive. It could be that too. Yeah, and that's probably why you revert back to books now, because they're still your safe place. You know, they're what makes Robin feel like Robin. It's that little bit of wonder. And for me, that was being creative, just period. I have a very serious passion and love for like art supplies. So that is become an addiction in my life, and I had to control that. That was out of control for a minute. That's my real truth, and that's why a lot of reasons why I backed off too, because I just felt like you're being crazy, woman. Like, who the heck has $500 sets of pencils and colors and coloring books? Like, that's nuts. But I had to accept that it's. I don't do anything else. I'm not buying like $1,000 pair of underwear. You know what I mean? I'm not buying every single thing under the sun. I'm just like literally loving what I do. And I reined myself back. Am I having a hard time? Am I jonesing? Sure the heck am. Hard. But I'm trying to stay disciplined. It makes me grumpy. Does that make you grumpy when you can't do the things that you want to do? Like those extra things. Then I started buying all of the things, right? Everything. And learning as much as I could, which was great because I was really proud of myself for everything I was learning. Learning doesn't come natural to Jess, I promise you. Um, so for me, when I learn something, I'm very proud of what I do. I'm proud to learn. Do you ever feel that way? Hey, Keely, welcome. So I told myself, listen, you can have whatever you want as long as you use it. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So that's how I'm dealing with it. I don't know if it's healthy, but I'm doing it. I think ultimately, just give yourself grace. Give yourself grace, guys, in everything we do. No one human has been perfect yet, so we're doing okay. Bowling, movies, out to dinner. Wait, what? I have to try. I try never to have expectations. I wouldn't say. What did I miss? Did I miss something? I'm in all messages. I'm confused. What's new? Is no, I'm always confused, right? Sorry, it's so loud. No. I haven't seen your message. Shoot. I think way up here where you said skill. That was the last time I saw a message from you. I see no message. That's weird. Making a watercolor paints, though, did help with my discipline. Knowing all of the stuff I learned about pencils prior to making, well, not prior to making, because I made watercolors back then too. I just didn't have like as much time with it. How are you today? I'm okay. I literally have nothing. Like, did you say something before we talked about the skills, or I can look past that? Let's see. Wow, doesn't it usually tell me on my side or no? Okay, well, they should have a cutoff button. You know what I mean? Like, just cut it off. Tell me I can't. Like, TikTok tells you, like, it just like doesn't let you type anymore. Rude. I'm sorry, Lori. Right, let me know. Shoot, I'll abide by the rules. Just tell me what they are. Okie dokie. Do I leave early tonight? Are you coming on early tonight, Lori? 11-minute delay. What is happening? I don't even know if that's a delay. Looks like a shut off. But, Robin, if and when you're ready to color, let us know and we can all do a buddy color. Figure out a way for all of us to color something together. I might even be able to get Sarah to sit down and color. She does so beautiful when she colors. Perfect. I'm happy whenever, Lori. It is such a treat for me to have somebody to sit and color with and listen to and just be one of the girls, you know? So it makes me happy just to have y'all do a show too, so I can just be one of the gals. Not that I don't feel like I am. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I feel a little bit like I'm not. Because you guys hear me every day, but I don't get to hear you guys. Does that make sense? Yep. You just let me know. When you're ready for me to go, I'll go. How about that? You do what you have to do, and then I'll work around it. I'm happy to hand off the baton. Nessa, will you join us over in Lori's live tonight? And whoever else can stay awake that long? Of course. That's okay, Michelle. Pervader needs the rest. Do we have any thoughts on what's going to be colored after this? How much longer do we need on this project? Are we wrapping it up? I know some of us are like, I'm over it, but yes, please. Thank you for asking. feel like I have quite a bit more to do too, though, Lori. Sounds like Michelle has a bit more to do too. Thank you, Amy. Oh my goodness. That's such a cute thing. He had to make you feel special, right? Aw. Just in those moments when we think they don't even listen, right? I love it. That's such a good high. Oh. Is it 43 years? Aw. I bet you that made you bring a tear. I can only imagine. I'm sure that was a nice tight hug. Wow. So special. That's a fantastic high. We're all going to remember that high for you. That's like superpower high, you know? Those are those moments in life that you don't forget about. So thankful for that for you, Robin. Thank you for sharing. Aw, I'll have to go look. Always. Mm. I'm still in your memory and your high. Such cute things. Hmm. I'm gonna go look. Can I share it? Robin? Oh, you're the first person that came up right there. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, that's cute. Can I show it? Or would you rather me not? It's okay. The area you live in looks like our downtown Portland area. That's what it looks like. Hmm. How cute. You guys are adorable. The sun is shining on you guys. Aw. I love it. That makes me happy. Okay, here, I'm so excited. Okay, oops. What the heck is happening? There's Miss Robin and Tony. Oops, sorry. Way down here, apparently. So there's shirts for, say, 43 years down. Forever to go. Here's to the 43rd anniversary. And her pretty flowers. And they're even like, the opposite of the spectrum, so they're so standouty. That's so pretty. Robin, you look happy. Look at you. She's like, yep, that's my man. Oh no, look at her smile. She's so happy. Oh, she's like, oh yeah, that's my sugar right there. I love it. You gotta get the little ones in there. So cute. And then her pretty flowers. So precious. Thanks for sharing that with us, Robin. What a good moment. Someone told me I got to keep going because this water is defeating me by the moment. It's break time, though. So I'm going to take a break. Okay, dokie. Oops. Way down here tonight. I'll talk to you in a few moments. Okie dokie. I am back. Thank you for my break. I am going to really see if I can bust this out tonight because I am over this water. This water gives me anxiety, but I don't want to like derail. I just want to figure it out. It's like when you have to go do the dishes after a big holiday and you're sitting there looking at the pile and you're like, oh my gosh. Ask me right now. So just do it, Jess. Just turn on the water. I turn on the water. I'll put some soap in the sink. I get my sponge. And I start putting some stuff on that too. Because you know it's all really dirty. And then just turn on the warm water. And next thing you know, the suds feel great. Right? That's what I'm doing right now. And then the satisfaction of it being done. Woo, woo. Let's go. So, Amy, I have a challenge for you. If you're still with me, if you are looking for a challenge, it's something I want to do also. So I thought it's not like a real buddy color kind of thing, but it's like a buddy challenge thing. And anyone can join in. Amy and I are always like trying to figure out some things to do. So I thought there's something we can do. So for those of you that don't have the color cube and are a part of like our, normal people, I shouldn't say normal, I don't even know what to say, regulars that come to our group, not all of us have the Sarah Renee Clark cubes, those color idea pieces of cardboard thing that I know Lori just recently got it. I have it. I don't, do you have one, Robin? I'm not sure if you have one. But anyway, so I thought let's do a real color challenge. Like let's really, really, I don't care what we color, what book, what you come up with. But let's find a color challenge. Let's test our color theory. We have been talking about color theory in this group for a month and a half or now. So if you want to get with me and you want me to pull a random card for you, I can pull 3 cards and I'll send you pictures of them and you can go off of that. And I'll do that on Instagram. And Lori, you have your own, so you can do it. So I think everyone else has contact with me on Instagram. But I think how fun would that be? Like color whatever you want as long as it's within those colors. Let's do a color palette challenge, not a color page challenge. Are you down with me, Amy? And you're not limited to 5 pencils. You would be just limited to the color palette. Does that make sense? Or we can do that too. Or if you don't want to go through that, then what I can do is pull one here, pull 3 of them here, and then we can just pick one here and you can use this. You don't have to message me or anything like that. You can even make it more simple if you want to. Maybe not everyone. We're not all sleep at once. Would you rather me pull the card now or do it individually? What do you think? So I was thinking about doing a color challenge, like for our next color along, instead of coloring a specific page because we don't all have the same books. That way we can be included, and it doesn't matter what supplies you use. We can pull one of the Sarah Renee Clark color panels, and that will be our color. So, or if we could have individuals, or however you want to do it. I was looking for some feedback. Now, she says. I think it comes in a lot of things. A lot of. I'm gonna pull from the top box that I have because the other one's too kind of low for me to reach and get. So here's the stack. Okay. So okay. Since Miss Amy, I'm going to go like this, right? And you're going to tell me when to stop, okay? Okay, tell me. I'm not looking at the cards. I have no clue what's going on. You just tell me. The count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm waiting. You hear the timer clicking. Tick, 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 tick. As soon as you say stop, I'm going to pull one. I'm going to have dancing fingers until someone says stop. Oh my goodness. Oh, stop. I got it. Thank you, Lori. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it out. It is this one right here. So that's card number 1. Okay. It's card number 1. So get ready because here we go again. Okay. Hopefully I don't have dancing fingers as long this time. Ready? Oops, stop. She just went fast. Dang. And then this one. God, look at all those greens. That's very strange. Let me move some cards around. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. Okay. These are like practically identical. The only difference is they're giving you a bigger color range to use. There's a whole lot of green here. So you have to decide, you look at this and go, okay, what do I want to do? Like I could see this being in the Teresa Goodridge afternoon tea book. That would be really pretty. Or this could totally be in some mythographic type of work. And then this one, that can be in a Rita Berman easy. But it's up to you. Do you want me to repull? Because these are very similar. I can see you, Amy. Okay, pull out this one, pull out right, pull out left. I think I'm going to pull this one out. And I'm going to set it aside. I mean, they offered you black on here and stuff like that, but yikes. All right, Lori, let's do it again. Lori's turn. Just tell me when to stop. See all this? See all of this? This is cray cray. Someone say stop. Time. Ooh, what was it? What did I get? What? We are not doing all greens. I'm going to go again, and I'm going to do it myself, and I'm just going to pick somewhere in this bucket. We can't do all the greens. All the greens are not going to make anybody happy. Unless we want to just do a green. A green. I pulled straight right here. Right there. That's what I got. Here's a whole different one. Still a bunch of greens. Apparently, we're pulling a bunch of green. For those of you that believe in different types of energy, look up what green means today. Okay. So I'll take a shot of this after and put it on a post so y'all can see them. I'm also happy to send you something you can look at, you know, like, but this is what we'll be working with. Okay. So you pick which one you want to work with. We've got 004, 219, and 228. So one more time, let's look. You need some more light on this. You're gonna take a screenshot. Trying to get it in grid lighting. So this is yellows, oranges, like kind of like terracotta colors. This is like a burnt brown. I don't think so. I think you can go with each one unless we all want to do the same color palette or would we like it separate? Just the first person that shouts out that's what we're gonna do. These are our color things, not just mine. So I'm pretty sure, yes, Amy, I'm just picking 3 to choose from maybe. Same palette, any page. Yeah, that sounds fun. 004. Looks like we've got some navies, royal blues. You can see in the picture here, like in the bird, how the different colors can work. They've clearly used white or left white space. I see how they got these colors back here, but that's all color theory. So that there's this green is gorgeous. And it'd be interesting to see. Another thing to learn from this is whatever pencils we have, like, did we go straight to the color? Did we mix something? It'll be so interesting to talk about as a group, I think. I think this would be very interesting to kind of come together after and figure out like why we picked the page, you know, what we did with the color. So there's this one. Okay, so you want. So we're going to pick either you can pick one of these three and you don't like what we pick, or I think it would be best if we all did it the same and then we just pick one palette and then we can change it up next time. So 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 2, and 3. And like everybody just throw up a number, whatever you think, and we'll figure out what the common denominator is. So we've got number 1. Greens, orange, gray, and black. So these are the colors they say it is. Okay, so this is card 1. This is card 2. Some sort of mimosa, salmon, blood orange, burgundy, artichoke. We've got this one here, and it has the dark blue, steel blue, sky blue, amber, and hunter green. So I'm going to leave it up there for a whole minute. So let's choose, all right? 1 whole minute, and it starts now. Just the number. And this is for anybody out there. Anybody out there, you want to do this with us? Like, let's go. Let's do it. Time's up. We got 2 votes. So we got, was it this one? No. We're gonna do an average. So everybody votes. So everybody votes. So we want to do another minute on the clock, okay? We'll do another minute on the clock. We've got 1. We're gonna do it this way. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1 minute on the clock. Tell me which number you want to work with. Ready, set, now. Okay, so it looks like we have 3, number 3. So this is number 3. So our palette choice number is 004. Do we need another second on the clock, or because I feel like, what did Kathleen said 2? Oh, 3. And then Amy said 3. Sarah said 3. Robin. And then where's Amy's vote? Do you know what she's going to vote, Lori? Oh, Amy did. Lori didn't vote. Ooh, we got another 3 in the house. Okay, well, it's an overwhelming 3. So there we go. This is going to be our next palette choice. I'll take a picture of it tonight and post it so y'all know what it is. Do you think we should do a... So any book type of medium, there's not, it doesn't mean you can only do 5 pencils. It means you can do anything to create this. whatever it is in this palette, you can use, okay? So there's no rules to anything except for this is what the picture should show is that you use these colors. So good luck, and it's going to be so fun. That's weird. It says that Robin voted number 2. Oh, good piece we use. Yep, we're using 004. Thank you, Lori. So there you go. Fun, fun, fun. I cannot wait to see all the different pages. It's going to be so fun. Yep, I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I always get pumped on a new challenge. I'm scared of this palette, to be honest with you. I can't wait. It was twice to change them. Oops. I added, I promise. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. Yeah, up here I couldn't. I saw only people I saw were Robbins. It said 2, Sarah 3, Kathleen 3, Amy 3, and that was it. And then the next message I got from you was just we are using 004. And then the conversation that we've had. That's weird, right? There must be something going on. Doesn't seem right. I keep losing connection too. So it could be part of it, Lori, that whatever you did didn't, it didn't come through at that time or something. Like I just dropped signal just a second ago. I can't wait until next week when we don't have to deal with this stuff as much. Jeez. I truly am sorry for the connection issues we have here. Wednesday is supposed to be the magic day. I did. I said pervader. Oh, wow. Pervader. You can't be mad at me. I'm trying to figure out the whole internet thing right now. I'm in my head. Sorry. Jeez, the pervader. Okie dokie. This is Sarah's first completed page. Nobody show your until Sarah's done. Double challenge for Sarah. Oh, snap, Amy. Ooh, ooh, wee. Y'all gonna collaborate with her and be like, I need more time. I need more time. Don't show your page yet. Oh my, that's funny. I love it. I love your sense of humor, Amy. What's your fault? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, Michelle? Amy, what is like what? I'm not hearing you say pervader. Oh, why? Why is it your fault? Because you didn't put like a whole pervaders in the house. I didn't hear you. You didn't yell loud enough. Next time you have to like yell at me. You know, I'm hard of hearing. Jeez. Just walk in and be like, I'm here. You know, you gotta like stomp on the floor and like wave your hands around, you know? Shoot, I'm coloring. I'm in a zone. Auto zone, you know? Pervaders in the house, baby. Does that sound better? Shoot. A real entrance this time, okay? A real entrance, and then I can give you the floor. How about that? Is that a deal? Is that a compromise, Michelle? I love it. Thanks for standing up for your position. No one else in the world can be a pervader, okay, Michelle? Nobody. I guarantee you, if I was ever to give away the pervader title to anybody, Sarah would just throw me out onto the floor. She likes that name a lot. She thinks it's funny. Yes. Yes. That's what it's about. I'm hoping we get that every now and then, you know? Ooh, wee, this water is making me tired. I know. She just literally just pressured you to the core. Do you want to give me a challenge? Ooh wee. So I can't show it until Sarah's done. I have to use this limited color palette. What else are you gonna throw at me? Let's see if I can accept this challenge. Can you believe this? She's giving me a higher challenge. Jeez. The pressure's on. Maybe on the page I requested only straight color. No. What? You want me to not shade anything? Ooh wee. I've never done that before. I don't even, how do you do it? Can you show me an example of something? Because I don't know if I know what it is. You know, like when they do just markers? No, like, no extra anything. I'll be done with that picture in half an hour. I'll be waiting until the cows come home. No, it's a great idea. I just won't be able to stay in the challenge very long. If you're all right with that, I'll try it. I'll try it on something else. How about I try it with something else? I'll do 2 challenges. One like that, and then one that's not so whatever, detailed, right? You're saying no shading on one and shading on another. I'll do that. Would that work for you? I mean, I'm happy to compromise. But we can't start on this new challenge until we're done with the flamingos, okay? So we have to wait till we call it quits on this one before we can go on, right? Because we don't want to get too overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed if we have too many major projects going on. And I imagine other people do too. Because everybody wants to like, join in and be a part of it. And then if they can't get it done in time for whatever the reason is, no matter what the reason is, it feels like, man, I can't even be a part of that. So let's not do that to our friends. I like your no, it's a joke. I don't think it's a joke. I think it would be funny. I think it would be really a hard challenge for me. I think I should take that challenge. I'm gonna take that challenge. I'm gonna try and take that challenge. See what I can do. Maybe I can do like, oh, you know how you could really challenge me, Michelle? I'm telling on myself right now. Woo woo. I'm gonna tell on myself right now. What if we do that challenge and I have to do a mandala? Blech. Mandalas make me scared. I've never completed a mandala, I don't think. What about that, Michelle? What if I extra do it? Like, that's extra. That's like as hard as it gets for me to do mandala. My brain's like, you're crazy. I'm going to sit here and think that you can just like mandala it up. Do we even have any mandalas, Sarah? This would be a really good exercise for mandala challenge. But yeah, let's do whatever kind of page you want. What does that mean? So what do I do? Just tell me what to do. No mandala? Color mandala. Okay. I'll try it. Good luck to me. Good luck on your new journey, guys. Your brain's thinking about what page you might color in. Are you wondering, like, what would I do? Here's the color palette again, so you guys can keep thinking about it. Is it time for me to go yet, Amy? I mean, Lori, why do I keep doing that? Because I really want to get this done and move on. Because this has taken me too many hours. I'm now on the 11th hour of this. And I could go on for so long. I mean, Kirby really pushes me to my detail. That's what I like about Kirby is it reminds me of how much detail you have to put into something for it to be done. It's a different type of discipline, you know, than just other coloring books. The commitment to it's different. Michelle does just have to do it with the color challenge. Yes. Wow, I can see it better on iPad. It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sounds good, Lori. So my challenge, Justice challenge, is it has to be a mandala. I have to use a color palette. And I cannot show anybody until Sarah's done. And you can't show me yours until Sarah's done. Does that sound about right? Look at this, though. This already kind of matches this palette. Does it not? It's very similar, huh? And you all just have to find color with the color palette on anything you want, and you can't be done. So my extra challenge is that I have to do mandala. You do not have to do mandala. Mandalas are I am very resistant against mandalas. This is like, I have to brace myself for this challenge. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because, you know, you don't grow until you show. So here I am. I'm going to get on and say, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I'm going to keep coloring this in Lori's live. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, that would make me very, very happy. She has to complete it, yes. Like the same challenge as all y'all. She can do whatever page she wants. This would be a good one for Sarah to do those miniature ones. She likes doing those miniature, like small victories and stuff like that. She likes to do small little jibber jabbers on there. Amy's like, come on, Sarah, color with us. I can just see it right now. You know how much fun it would be to be sitting in a round table with all our supplies and talking to each other about the same stuff? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. How about I stay on until Lori's done? Do you want to do that? And then Lori can jump on when she's ready? Or do you guys need me to sign off and let you all take a break before Lori comes back on? Or what are we thinking? You know what it means? It means during Lori's live, I get to jam out. Jam on it. Jam on it. Do you guys remember that song? I believe us Californians were a little bit different than the rest of the world back then. It was one thing to grow up as a Gen X, but another thing to grow up in Southern California at that time was wild. It was great. It was a good time. I enjoyed my life. Still enjoy my life. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Amy, did you roller skate? Did you go to the skating rink, or any of you? Baby. Yeah, very long time ago. Yeah. But was that like did you do that when you were a kid? Was it like something like you look forward to? Because it was my every single weekend, all weekend thing, like at certain points in my life. And music has always been really important to me because I used to do like I don't know, you probably know it. I don't know what you'd know it by, but like skate dancing, like where you're like doing things on your skates and stuff. So like little trickeries and stuff. And it just some music we listened to because it was good rhythm for skating is it was fun. I had a great time with music as a kid. Music is a very huge portion of my life. Okay, I am so confused about Gen X in between. 1979. So am I both? I'm so confused. Help me out. Yeah. I haven't been skating since 2000, probably 17 or 18, maybe. Um, that's fun. A whole class? Wow. It always feels like so cool when you get to do certain things with like your classmates that you wouldn't normally do. I also worked at a skating rink for years. That's how I paid for all of my stuff is by working there. You know what I mean? Like, because we got discounts on certain things, and if we worked there, they would help us with like our travel when we competed and stuff. So it was like a win-win situation. Oh, your mom had to bring who? Wow. Oh, you went to Pizza Hut in your whole class. Isn't it so strange when you go somewhere with a whole class? I had a really cool when I was in third grade. One of the students, his mom was a flight attendant and his dad was a pilot. So of course they had an amazing house and the coolest, the coolest pool with a slide. And I don't know how it happened, but one day we all got to go swimming at their house and had ice cream party and a pizza party. It was like I felt like we were living in the life of Beverly Hills or something, you know? It was just bizarre. Who goes swimming in the middle of the day of school all day? But between the teacher and the parents, they paid for everything. The transportation for it to happen. It was like I was very lucky to go to that school. We experienced a lot through it. Did you all go to summer camp? I didn't do summer camp. Yeah, mean people. There's lots of them out there. Just remember those mean kids turn into mean adults. They do. But you know what the good thing is? We're not in school anymore. We can act how we want, and we can say what we want and be friends with who we want. And that's one good thing about that being in the past, that it's not here anymore. That's not how way the real world was supposed to work, is with mean people everywhere. I mean, it does work like that, but you know, it's a good thing it's not happening anymore. Oh, what a mean burn. Mhm, 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 mhm. So anybody got any plans for tomorrow? I'm a Lone Ranger again tomorrow. That's okay. Sarah has to work. Um, and I just have plans of being live with you guys. You know, I want to get some time in and finish up my blanket. I started crocheting a blanket like right before I started coloring, and I've kind of abandoned it, but I don't want to. I really, really crave to finish it, but sometimes by the time I'm done coloring this long, my hands are just kaput and I can't really get my crochet on. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to balance that. Oh, at 10 a.m. Remember Book It? I don't know. Maybe I don't remember Book It. What was it? Maybe I will once you talk about it. Let's do. Hopefully, I'll be live by 11:30. Okay. Yeah. See you soon. See you soon. Take care of what you got to do, Lori. Had a program for kids where they read so many. Oh, yes. I don't remember ever like getting the pizza thing. I don't remember. But I do. Okay, now I remember, but I didn't know what it was called. Do you remember the Dare program? We all had to go through the Dare program. It's funny. It's not funny. It's funny that we don't have those types of things anymore. Kids would just roll their eyes at it now, I think. So I have a question about our challenge. I have my meeting in the morning and I'm debating whether or not I want the kids to come by. I may skip coming tomorrow and then I'll make dinner, read after, and do something like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take your time. Do you. And we'll be here when you can. Don't do it on camera. I do that. Oh, yodeling after. Yodeling? You yodel? Where do you learn to yodel? That is cool. Well, hey, it was written down. I gotta have to believe it, right? That's funny. I cracked myself up. Oh, Amy's like, do it. Yeah, you know what, Keely? I don't want you to worry about any of that stuff, okay? You just color how you color. You don't even have to shade. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it overwhelm you. Like, just color how you color. That, it's like once you put the pen to the paper, just let go. Whatever happens, happens. I don't even know if I have a mandala book. I might be telling you guys something I have to wait until April for. Maybe I can print one out. Maybe I have one in my arsenal of PDFs or something. Yeah, I know, me too. I hear you. Robin, you don't have these, right? The Sarah Renee Clark color cubes. The mandala is a challenge for me because I don't care for mandalas. So I might have to look through my stuff and see if Amy approves or if Michelle approves of my mandala collection. See what I have. There's a hound dog in the neighborhood and he just howls and it just drives the dogs crazy. And see here, Remy, he's like copying him. The hound's outside just. When he's yelling at me, he does that high pitched crud. You know what I've been doing is I've been putting my art up on the wall for me to look at. I've never done that before. Have my own art up on the wall. Yeah, the Pinterest palettes work great too. Yes. I still use it a lot. I still use Pinterest a ton. You know, I feel like these I don't use them all the time, but sometimes for me, just like getting them out and looking at it and going, well, like what would I do with this? You know, like what could I? What would I do this? I don't know. And so sometimes they push me to that next level that I would have never allowed myself. I think I'm going to use some Gamsol. I think I'm going to use some Gamsol. I'm going to use some Gamsol. Do, 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 do. Mm-mm. Do, 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 do. Dun. My fingers. Okay, you feel my fingers. It's not a good thing. Is it time for me to go? Yep, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Appreciate everyone being here. So I'm going to keep working on this during Lori's Live. I hope to see you all there. Don't forget to check out Michelle during the day on her channel. She's around 3 p.m., sometimes earlier, Pacific Standard Time. Amy's got tons of things. We're trying to get Nessa to post. Miss Robin has some great content out there, and Lori is live next, and I'm sure I forgot everybody. And I totally love y'all, and thank you so much for being here with me and being supportive. And I'm going to say, toodles, my noodles. See you at Lori's Live in a bit, about a half hour. Toodles.